All right, so this week we are playing Pac-Man 99, um, which is very similar to Tetris 99, but you play Pac-Man. Um, yeah, so that's
Yeah, I wonder if this has anything to do with the removal of Mario 35, which we streamed before that went down. So there can only be kind of like the one battle royale game. I mean, Tetris 99 is still going on,
yeah.
but I don't know if that is it. Like the timing seems like, well thought out. Like this game did not come out at the same time as Mario did.
No, no. I don't know that it necessarily replaces Mario. Yeah,
Right.
right there.
But
What that
but it
just happened when we were talking a little earlier, like that. Do you see what was going on?
oh, how did you just stop?
I
You can
don't.
just stop?
I I I don't know how that just
See,
happened.
when you're playing Pac-Man, if you just like hit right in like the arcade game, like he's always just gonna keep walking or moving right until you actually flick left, you know?
Yeah.
So if you just stop because because you stop pushing in that direction, that's kind of different for Pac-Man. It might sound simple
Yeah,
or
and, like,
trivial, but
normally he would just pick a direction to go.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
But
even if
to
you don't have your
stop,
hand on the controller, he would go
yes,
up or down.
correct. So it's might sound small, but in a game where just moving up, down, left, and right is the entire game, that's kind of a big deal.
Well, yep, and none of the mini dots appear to be here.
Yes, you just have to meet the
Yeah,
ghost.
so my left analog's not working, and I have to, uh, use the D-pad, but no, we were talking earlier that about, like, I have problems with the way the game controls and that, it doesn't feel right. And I think you can kinda, sorta see where I was going with that.
Mhm. So you're using a pro controller and you have to use the
I
D-pad on the pro
have to
controller.
use the D-pad, and he is just sort of making up his mind where he wants to go at any given moment.
I wonder if we played it with a Joy-Con. I'm not asking you to switch controllers because I know it's a pain in the ass, but if you played just with like a single Joy-Con, I wonder how because obviously you have no choice but the
And yeah,
analog
and I
stick.
tried to go right, and he was like, "Alright, down it is, buddy."
Yeah, right. Mhm.
Yeah, I am not a huge fan of, like, because I can remember we were talking earlier about, Pac-Man 99, or no, I'm sorry, Pac-Man DX, the game that came
Ah,
out that was
right.
sort of like a revitalization for Pac-Man. Um, and that was a lot of fun. We both had a lot of fun with that, but,
Yeah.
there was, like, the way that Pac-Man moved took a little getting used to in that, but nothing that you would that I ever felt like, yeah, my controller, it's just sort of like, no, I'll fucking tell you where I want you to go.
Yeah, I enjoyed Pac-Man DX. It was Pac-Man DX and there's Pac-Man DX Plus was the sequel.
Oh, okay.
And I Pac-Man DX I got on Xbox, and then I think it was Pac-Man DX Plus was like one of the free games on PlayStation, like a year ago or whatever it was, and I only played that version a few different times, but it was still basically the same game, still a good sequel, like a good true sequel to Pac-Man versus because there's been like 9 million Pac-Man games. Like if you go, there's like the Pac-Man collection on Xbox, and it was like on 360. I'm guessing it was on PlayStation 3 as well. But there was like a dozen Pac-Man games on there, from puzzle games to like adventure games, platformers. So Pac-Man's been in a ton of games, and they've never really been good as like the original or Miss Pac-Man until DX came out, I think. So I really
Yeah,
like
they
DX. I think that's been like a fan favorite. This game seems to be kind of built
DX
into
Lite.
a DX Lite, but still little with like a touch more of like the original Pac-Man thrown in there because DX Pac-Man, you just kind of follow the trail, whereas like here's a whole board of dots. You can still go wherever you want, do wherever go do whatever you want. Whereas like there was kind of only one way to go in Pac-Man DX, sort of, but it was like
The
leading
longer
you in
you
a path.
played, the
Yeah, right. But so yeah, this seems to be a merging sort of the two. I haven't played it myself. I have it downloaded. I haven't given it a shot yet. Haven't had time, but Yeah, I'll definitely give it a shot now that especially that Mario 35 is gone. Oh,
You're
smoked.
not you're not fucking missing anything.
I mean, it's funny because, we're playing, what is that? Was that even a minute? I don't know. It was a very short amount of time.
Yeah, and I can remember playing Pac-Man DX for,
Because
you
Pac-Man
know,
DX, it was in
10
like
minutes at a
10
time
minutes.
sometime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was like, here you play until you die. Pac-Man DX is, here's 10 minutes, get as many points as you can in 10
yeah.
minutes.
And that was this. I don't feel the controls in this don't feel fucking good.
With Pac-Man DX, I liked it because you can actually round the corners. Like, you can take, like, if you held the button before, like, the turn button, but as a turn was coming up, he would, like, skid on the, like,
Yeah,
around
he does
the
that here. Kind of like you can see him throwing
yeah,
sparks, but
there
it's like
yeah, the
if
spark,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
actually hitting the corner button beforehand, he goes
Mhm.
backwards.
Hmm. Well, I think if this game is much more of a faster pace, like, you're really only gonna play for, like, a minute and die, I think getting, like, every single pellet can count, increasing your rank. Like, every single ghost that you eat could make a difference between, getting a rank, 70 versus a 69 versus a 68 or something like that. I wonder how the best players are playing, how long they can play for.
Probably a substantially long amount of time, I would say.
When I was
I'm
playing
not.
Mario, yeah, when I was playing Mario 35, I was getting in the top 10 easy, like, every time. I've won several games first place.
Yeah, this is. I don't know who played this and was like, yeah, no, this controls right
Mm. And
because
then
it's.
I was gonna say, so we'll play another matcher, but then I want to talk about the microtransactions, because the microtransactions they're just different board designs then.
Different game modes. I don't
Oh,
even know.
different
Yeah,
modes.
yeah. So it's like It's basically this versus the CPU. So it's a single player version of this.
Mm.
Um,
Also called not fun. Like, why would you want to pay $5 for that when you can just play
oh,
this? I don't know.
15.
Oh, it's 15. Jeez, that's a full game. That's you can
Yeah,
buy so many games on the eShop for $15 or less.
yeah. Good games too. Especially
Yeah.
like I. I'm probably. I don't know that I will be playing this much after this one.
One of the Pac-Mans that I don't think got enough recognition. It's a little ridiculous, but was actually Pac-Man Versus, which was originally on GameCube using the GBA link cable.
Okay.
And, like, I got that for free when you bought, it was, is it Pac-Man World 2, I
S-
believe it came with? So yeah, CPA, what was it, blind attack,
CPU
was
battle.
it? Okay,
So yeah, that one that we're talking about, same thing. It's only the
okay.
computer
Score
score
attack,
attack,
sure.
which is pretty standard, and then blind time attack. That's it, and that's $15. And then there's
Like,
skins that
ea
maybe.
ea
Oh
each
yeah,
mode is wait, each mode is $15, or you
no,
just
no,
pay
no, all
15 bucks,
of
you
the
get all
modes, and then
3?
you
Oh,
like
okay.
private match. So if I wanted to play against you,
Oh, okay.
I that is part of that package for $15 to unlock.
Mm.
Excuse me, to unlock everything.
And then what are the skins again then?
Oh, there's a bunch of skins. Um,
Yeah, I saw that they tapped into the other Namco property, or, IPs.
um, So yeah, there's the
Yeah,
unlocked mode. You
Tower of
can get
Panic.
everything for 30.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah,
Rally X,
Galaga,
Namco,
Dig Dug. Yeah. Yeah, they went pretty deep with this. Rolling Thunder. Yeah.
Bravo Man. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that it was they just went around Namco and they're like, hey,
Yeah.
if you guys want to
Mappy.
design something for Pac-Man '99, for a skin, feel free.
Why not? I mean, let's charge $2 more or whatever.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not?
Doesn't matter how niche it is.
Yep.
It takes up zero space, but it will make people feel bad, and that there's a hope that we might bring back a game if they buy it.
Yeah, I haven't even really dabbled in Tetris 99 a whole lot, to be honest with you. I think I played like 1 or 2 games.
I I did beat, yeah, beat. I played a bunch of Tetris 99, but I'm a big Tetris fan. Um,
Sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think everybody is. I mean, so many
well,
people
yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah. What was it? Tetris DS. It's funny because like people are like, "Oh, what's your favorite Tetris game?" And I'm like, Tetris DS." And like there are super hardcore people out there that is they just stop talking to you if you're like, "Oh, I like Tetris DS."
I like this 99 concept though. Like, I think there's gonna be, you give it a couple more years, well, hopefully, we see a lot more. Like, think of like a Mario Kart 99 or even like an F-Zero 99 or something like that. Like, you can, I think, adopt this to like racing games, why not? So I think there's a lot of potential here for these like huge, I mean, they made Mario 1 for shit's sake to, for 35 players, but still it's the same exact concept. Like Mario 1, clearly a one player game, always been a one player game, but how can we take this and just adopt build in a multiplayer component. So yeah, I'd like to see more, whether it's Nintendo games or just really any other
I'd
like
like
kind of classic.
Nintendo to do it or someone that would make a better control scheme than this because it
Sure.
it does not feel correct. And like when you're watching me play, you can kind of tell that's not the way Pac-Man's supposed to move.
Yeah, maybe I'll play with the Joy-Con and see if the analog stick is any better when I give it a shot. But yeah, I mean, when like I said in the beginning of the stream here, if it's the control, you're just using the end. Like you don't even hit any buttons. Pac-Man is like one of the few games where it's like just use the D-pad, just use the stick to control. So if you can't get that right, big letdown.
Yep. And they did not get this right. Um,
Is there any other games that you would like to see get the 99 treatment?
um, I think Mario Kart would be an interesting concept for it. I don't necessarily know that Nintendo is. They don't seem like they're necessarily interested in
Yeah,
exploring new IPs.
I was
Kind
see that my concern with Mario Kart, like a Mario Kart 99 would be a little, maybe that's not a good idea because like it can get crazy. I mean, maybe that's a good thing with all the weapons, but if you get
well, if
But if you get F-Zero, F-Zero has no weapon, so that's just like straight up racing. You can bump everybody off the road, because
but like,
F-Zero is,
well, what would you do with the 99 in Mario Kart? Like that, not everyone would be playing against each other, but you might be able to like what do you say the concept is that
right.
you send things back and forth, so what would you
Yeah,
be sending back and forth?
yeah, or it's just a strictly racing game. Who can get there first? Who can get like boost jumps or something? I don't know. Maybe they incorporate a double dash feature where you can like link into another car or something like that. But I don't know. It's something that I clearly have given this like no thought. This is just off the top of my head, but
I mean, they
just to
could
see this, the 99 concept, I think could apply
item
to
boxes, they could do
something. Yeah.
like there's a lot of stuff that every time that someone hits a computer controlled character.
I mean, speaking of Namco, what about like Katamari 99? You know, that could be build a giant ball or combine 99 little balls into one big one or something. I don't know, but yeah, I think there's potential there.
Yeah, there's definitely potential for 99 on stuff, but and this game has potential. Like this definitely has like I can see where this game is going, but I just don't like the way it controls.
Mhm. I mean, the free version, fine, whatever, but if you want to go ahead and pay your $15 to play the other modes, I think that if this would be a problem if this game wasn't free because you wouldn't be able to play against 99 other players.
Yeah.
So they have to start it with the free to play mentality. That's why it only takes a few seconds to find a match,
Yeah.
because if it's just free and it's like the big thing, Nintendo has been promoting it. I saw they promoted it on their Twitter and everything.
Yep.
So they want people to play this so you can actually play against 99 or 98 other players.
So, where can people find you?
We are from MyGamer.com. Please go there. We write news, reviews, streams, previews, all that good stuff. We cover the games that the other sites don't cover. So there's right here, for example, here's a Switch game, but we cover a ton of Switch games, for example, that really nobody else is covering. So go there, check us out. You'll probably see something that you haven't heard of. And you could follow me on Twitter at Zach Gaz, ZACKGAZ. And until next time, thank you for watching and game on.